Hey guys, welcome back to a new video, and in today's video we're going over a fifth lesson in Numpy. Last lesson and a few, I think the last few lessons we've been going over bar plots. Today we're going over histograms. Now, we have seen histograms, but what I want to do is show you guys how you can create different histograms, if I can say this, and also how you can customize basically your histogram basically. So like basically just how you can customize them, how you can use them, and other stuff like that. So let's get started. Import matplotlib. Now matplotlib is what we're going to be using. So dot pyplot as plt, then import numpy as np. Next we will create the data set, right, that will be used. So np.array by using let's create an array by using the numpy. And to start off, data set, we'll just add in a bunch of random numbers, right? So I, I could, we could do random, uh, but whatever. 43, 56. I'm just gonna type in like two numbers at a time. All right, so we have our array, or basically the data set. And to start off, let's go ahead and create the histogram. So let's start with the figure and the ax, which is basically the axis. Plt.subplots fig size equals to 10,7 ax dot histogram uh, no, not equals to, because it's a function. A Basically like the data. Actually, I'll just name this data instead. It's easier to understand. And we add the bins, right? So let's add the bins. 0, 25, 50, 75, and 100. And we just plt our show. Also, actually, this is supposed to be like this, and the square brackets there. And yeah, so um as you can see, we have been given this. So basically the bins basically give you like the parameter is like the parameter that contains the integer, or the sequence or strings, right? So uh how to explain this? You have the actually, if I go to the bins and I just change this increment to every 10th, would be better. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90, and 100. Run this. Now you think you can see this more, but basically it shows us the values that have, let's say, for say 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100, right? So that is the basic histogram that you can have, right? Also, we can also change this to like again, let's say you have like 10, 10, 20, 20, 20, 20, 50, 60, 60, and 70, and 80, and 40. And we run this. As you can see, it creates a histogram now. So as you can see, we have the 10 basically here, which is in between 0 and 20. I haven't created that, but it's going on an increment of 20. So if I wanted to keep anything in between for say 70, then it would be in between here. and then it shows the number of bins, right? If you go up, so 60, we have more than 40. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. 60, 60, 40. Yeah, yeah, that's correct. So, that is basically like the real like simple basically. Moving on, we can actually go sorry even deeper, right? So after we can also after we've done that, let's what are we gonna do? Let's create a new histogram. Okay, and the new histogram is gonna be the hold on, let's do this. So let's do np.random.seed and then just give it a random seed. 2, 3, 6, 8, and points. Now I'm gonna explain it, right? So we have the points, number of points. Let's add 10,000 and number of bins. Say 20. Now let's create the distribution. Alright, so we have the x and y, and for the x, let's do np.random.random number, and then for the endpoints, right? So this is gonna be our limit, right? Basically, and for the y, we're gonna set this equal to zero point 0.8 times x plus plus oops np.random random number, and then we add 10,000 plus 25. Next we create the histogram. So let's create the figure, and the axis equals to plt dot subplot 1 comma 1 comma fig size equals to then 70 comma sorry, not 170, sorry, 70 comma 7, and then type layout equals to true. Next, sorry, xs dot histogram. So we create the histogram now. X the bins equals to, sorry, what happened here? Equals to n bins, right? So the number of bins that we've created. N bins. And let's just create the plots. So plt.show. And wow, okay, maybe, just maybe this number got a little too big. Okay, that did not help at all. Let's make this a bit smaller, right? Oh wait, no, I'm actually kind of dumb. Wait, no. This is supposed to be smaller. So let's create this 15. Okay, yeah, nice. Okay, now we can actually see something. But basically, we have the histogram right here, right? So you can actually edit this, the figure size, and change it. So now I'm gonna explain basically like the parameters and the attributes, right? So straight up, first off, we have x. Now the x is basically just stands for like an array or a sequence of array, and we can also have x as y, a, b, c, d, f, g, h, I, j, k. We can have any letter, and that will show us or signify the array of or like a sequence of an array. Next we have the bins. Now the bins, like I said before, are the optional parameters that contain integers or sequences or like strings, right? So we have the bins, and let's say we had 20 bins, right? So it would give us 20, but now let's say we have 100 bins, then it would give us 100 of these values, right? Next we have density. Density are basically just is just the like the parameter that contains booleans. The range, it represents upper and lower range of the bins. The hist type is a attribute, I'm pretty sure, and basically it is used to create the type of histogram. So if you want a bar stacked, a step filled histogram, then you use hist type and then you select the type, right? Next we have align. Basically controls the plotting of the controls the plotting of the histogram, so left, right, or in the middle. Next we have the weights. Actually, pretty sure we use this. Basically, it contains array of weights having same dimensions as x. And the next we have bottom location of the baseline of each bin. So the baseline will be down here. Our width, basically, it is the parameter which is relative of the bars with respect to the width of the bins. Color is basically like the parameter that I use to set the sequence of color uh, in your histogram. And then you have the labels. Basically, you can it's a parameter for string or sequence strings, basically like a sentence, which can match with multiple data sets, right? And yeah, so that is your um, attributes and parameters. And yeah, so I will actually create in the next lesson where we will go over more over histograms and we'll actually make a project. So yeah, see you guys then, and yeah, goodbye.